Podcast, WATP.
Britney and Garik are social media influencers. They're TikTokers. They have a big TikTok channel. Britney Official is a TikToker with 8.6 million followers. They just started up a podcast, and the podcast is fascinating. They have a lot of great information, a lot of insights, things you won't learn about anywhere else, because these are young people who understand technology and how technology works.
Maybe it might come up on my feed now because you just talked about it and the FBI listens to your phones. If you guys don't think that is true, it is true. There's been so many times that I've talked about like inflatable pools or like Nerf guns, and all of a sudden I'll get it like on my freaking what is it? On my IG. I'll get on my IG sponsors.
What does Britney think the FBI does?
Yeah.
She goes, the FBI is listening to your phone. You know how I can prove it? There was an advertisement.
They're trying to
on
sell me
Instagram.
an inflatable pool.
That's not what the FBI does.
She has as good of an understanding of the FBI as John does.
Yeah, it's stuttering John. So I called the FBI and said, stop giving me advertisements or things I talk about. Please don't do that.
Could you ask the FBI to send you a better camera?
Yeah, this camera. So the most recent episode, I pulled some clips from, and the first 11 minutes, it's trying to autofocus, it's going in and out and in and out. It's very frustrating. Then they fix it at a certain point. Thank God for that. So I apologize for the way this is working. So this is a young couple. They've been dating for almost 5 years. And I guess basically the only thing they talk about is that they're a young couple who've been dating for almost 5 years. I think that kind of sums it up. Oh, no. They also talk about their dogs. A lot of dog talk going on.
So much.
Because they have 5 dogs. And I love it when you talk to people and they go, let me tell you about my dogs. Because then it lets me know that I can just tune out for the next 25 minutes. I don't have to listen to a thing that's being said because I don't give a fuck. And that is quite the case here.
I came up with the name Astro because this is like a little mini astronaut, and this used to be in our living room. And I looked over and I'm like, Astro. I'm like, oh my gosh, asteroid. Because his back looks like a galaxy, like little asteroids on his back, because he's Merle. He's a blue Merle dachshund. And
all right, this is at 4x speed. And I didn't even start where they started talking about their dogs here.
Before we begin, I want to say, we might not you did. Yes, but you said that's brown like white. But it was a it was like a little close to Winnie's. A little close to Winnie's age. That makes sense. Not close to Winnie, but Winnie is 51, and we're actually going to a birthday party, right? We're going to a birthday party. But I love him.
I love him so much.
Okay, come on, babe. All right. We got off topic there. We love talking about our dogs. If you guys didn't know, we love our dogs with all our heart. So,
guys, this is not a show. This is not how shows work. And I get it. I'm not in the social media influencer world. I don't give a fuck about these people. I don't care what they have to say about their dogs. I don't understand why other people do. And I'm actually looking to you guys. Hopefully you did some research on this, because it's all a mystery to me. Because it's not like these two have any talent. Garik loves singing for some reason.
Yeah, gorilla. When I see your face, there's not a thing that I will change. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you smile, and those motherfucking lashes, I'm finna bust all over your face. 'Cause girl, you're amazing.
We're back, you guys. We had technical difficulties with the camera.
Just the way.
Oh my gosh, babe.
Wow, what can this guy do? Andy, what did you pick up on from this show, or what did you look into?
I realize what you realize, that there is no discernible talent with either one of these two people, especially when it comes to a narrative and storytelling, because I tried to find something that was remotely interesting.
They get sidetracked so easily all the time.
Yes.
It's nonstop.
But in my clip one, first off, this is the first thing that clipped, and this sums up the show for me. This will be annoying and useless and hard to hear, and that's the whole point.
First off, so we wanted to tell you guys this story because we were just like, you know what, like, this is crazy how a situation, like, really shows you, like, how fast, like,
things
I don't know.
can happen and, like, how fast, like, God, I think God was testing us kind of in this situation. Or it just happened.
I think
we
so,
were just in
too.
the mix of it.
Yeah. So these two, they're not well spoken, but something slightly interesting happened in their lives, so they have to try and turn it into content.
Okay.
But they're not good at telling anecdotes.
Okay.
There's nothing, worth watching unless anecdotes means huge tits. Like, the only reason anybody's watching this.
Okay.
Is because they're
I wanted to talk about that. I wanted to ask if you have any insight as to why they got popular in the first place, because I looked through their TikTok and stuff. It's just the same old shit.
Yeah.
I have been trying to figure that out
It's
for
just
the last day.
Her on
it's
Instagram in tight outfits.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I have examples of that. We'll get into that. She has a pretty killer body. Yeah. She has a great rack. I'll give that to her. But listen, she's no Haktua. So I'm not even sure what we're talking about here. I don't know why she's as popular as she is. And Garik, I have no idea.
No.
Garik,
Well, yeah. Well, he's on the show because he's fucking hilarious, obviously.
Oh.
I mean, it won't be surprising to learn that a lazy-ass show like this runs to mukbang immediately, which is one of the lowest forms of content. So that's clip 2. We're going to learn why he's on the show. It's because he's hilarious.
We got some Wingstop. Before I rip it open, guys, video, big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the post notification, and comment down below a crazy story that you guys got into. Like, let's say, like, you were in public and you were just going to do something. I don't know, some story. I want to see. Okay, this is Britney's, guys. She got Cajun. Hella Ranch right here. And then I got Cajun as well, but bone in. Also, guys, I've been working out. I've been getting gains.
That's a joke, right? You're 5'3" and a twerp. You're eating fried chicken on a couch, and you're getting gains.
Yeah, that's a weird time to throw that in there. By the way, guys, I'm in really good shape.
Yeah.
Okay, sure you are.
Disagree.
Can I
The
point out,
audio-only listeners.
this is the part that's depressing for people like me, is that the latest episode 8, that I pulled some clips from, went up about 3 days ago and has 80,000 views on it.
Yeah, these are averaging like 140,000
fucking
views.
watching this shit.
This show is going back in... Going from doing like a YouTube show where you're out in the world doing stuff to podcasting is going backwards.
Yes.
So they're making bad decisions by starting this podcast.
But people are watching it, though. I don't know.
Well, people are stupid.
I mean, Trisha Paytas, same thing. She's
Yeah.
like, we wear a pink outfit and talk nonsense to a gay guy. And I'm like, well, that's a dumb idea. Fucking 80 million views later. Like, well, I guess she knew what she was talking about. I don't know. What do you think, Lucy? What's going on with these two? What did you pick up on?
I picked up on almost exactly what you guys are talking about. They talk about the fact that they were boyfriend and girlfriend, and now they're engaged, and then they talk about dogs, and it's impossible to listen to, and I absolutely hated every moment of it. So I actually listened to, I think it was episode 5, and today's topic was actually dogs. So in my clip 3, we're going to see that, Garik understands that the word dog can mean a couple of different things. It could be like a person, it could be a feet. My dogs are barking. Okay. And he's going to be hilarious.
All right, sounds good.
Today's episode is about dogs. I know you guys know that we just got a new puppy. He was here in the frame.
What kind of dogs?
He's gesturing to his feet.
Not those.
Our dogs.
I told you he was funny.
Yep.
This guy sucks.
Yeah. He also spends a fair amount of time in the episode that I watched yawning. So in my clip 4, that's a great moment for me.
Okay.
Come, Papa.
Guys, it's like 1 a.m. right now.
Come. Come. Cradle, radle. Cradle, wadle.
I never want to watch anybody gesturing to their dog to come and jump up in a podcast while somebody else yawns. Like, it's so insanely lazy.
I gotta say, when people are inspired by bad art to do art, and I've talked about this many times, I come from the world of music, and if I find a band that likes shitty bands, like, oh yeah, the Misfits really, like, oh, your band's gonna suck. And I can only imagine what these two retards are watching on YouTube, that they're like, oh, we can do a YouTube show. The dogs jump on our lap. We just burp and yell and yawn. That's a show, right?
Yeah. I don't know, because I'm only figuring this out right now, and I could be all wrong. But remember those kids that were doing the show about arguing about tacos? And
yes. Which way to eat a taco? Yes.
A Latino-centric audience is glomming on to this because it's free and it's something to watch. And
Whoa.
Cost me nothing.
What are you saying about Latinos?
It costs you nothing to give this show 147,000 views. I don't know. Like, I don't know why else you would watch this except that it's free to watch.
The show.
This free show with lazy people in it.
The damn you award for most subtle racism goes to. Wow.
Congratulations, Andy.
That's very well done.
So I also learned that not only are they dog owners, are they just completely annoying about it, but they're also horrible asshole dog owners. And Garik clearly thinks that he's the alpha. So in my clip 11, we are going to have him describe to us how he would beat his dog if he wanted to.
You need to stop.
What should I do? Throw
But no,
hands at them next time? Like,
No, but Garik has gotten better.
guys, if I really wanted to, I can, like, with my hands, just, like, freaking, I could do damage, but I love him.
What's wrong with you?
What? I'm a man, babe. And me,
I don't give a fuck. Don't say that.
I'm not saying it. I'm just saying, like, he's lucky. Like, I got hands, bruh.
I got hands, bruh.
All right, she was getting upset with him because he's talking about beating up a dog. And most people get upset about that sort of thing. But you have to understand, though, when you have a good sense of humor, that's a great way to win over the ladies.
I'm going to say.
Okay, girl, I wasn't holding you back. The fuck?
Shut the fuck up, dude. What are you talking about?
Shut the fuck up.
You shut the fuck up.
I go.
That's going to get clipped. People are going to be like, can't believe they talk to each other like that. Yeah, we do. And what?
You,
What are you gonna do?
asshole crease.
What? What the fuck is an asshole crease?
It's like the lines on the
This is
butthole.
why people are getting annoyed, because we get off topic.
All right, go back to the topic then.
So they're reading the comments. They're obviously reading the feedback that's coming in as people are getting annoyed because it's obnoxious and it's not funny. Like, oh, people are going to clip this.
Yeah.
Listen to this craziness. Wow, they're going to think we're fighting.
Well, it's not just the audience, Carl. It's the people on the show. If you want to skip to my clip 4, even Britney, this is the beginning of the one that I watched. She's already losing patience with this story that they're telling.
All right.
Can you just get to the point? Oh my god.
Yes. There's a lot of that, by the way, where she just gets annoyed with them. And I have some things coming out that I'm not sure what her deal is. I don't know that she seems all that dateable, but.
Yeah. Well, if you still aren't convinced that these two are boring people that aren't good at putting on a show,
Well, everyone's
Garik
convinced.
guy.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he's now going to tell you something interesting that happened in the most boring way possible in clip 5.
All right, I tell Britney, let's go look at cars. You guys know us, we love cars. We sit in a car, we drive all the way to Culver City, because we also had a meeting with TikTok around that area. We went to the Culver City Chevy dealership. I wanted to look at the Z06s. So we pull up there, and it's around like 4 p.m., 3 p.m. We hop out, there's only one Z06 in the showroom. We're just vibing, we're just looking around. We're not even filming, we're just chilling. We were just looking around, a bunch of cars. There was a bunch of nice cars over there. We're just vibing, guys. 20 minutes past, we're just looking at cars. We even test drove one car. We're chilling. We're about to leave, actually. And then this guy, this big tough guy comes in. We're minding our own business, by the way. We're talking to the salesman. They kind of noticed us. You know, we're vibing, chatting it up and everything. He starts being very vocal and very loud.
How do you vibe at a car dealership? What does he mean he's vibing? Is he sampling the coffee?
They're just hanging out.
They're just hanging out.
Carl, I sold that clip to Pfizer as the cure for insomnia.
Wow.
It's the most boring fucking story I've ever heard.
It just was nothing.
I went shopping for a car that I didn't buy. Wow.
Yeah, and we were in the showroom, and there was a car there. And
They
we
only
were
have
vibing.
one,
And we
and-
were vibing.
Whatever that means.
Well, so one of the videos that they have pinned to their TikTok, speaking of cars, is this one.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They think you actually did this? Stop.
Okay, so that's a 7-second video of Britney getting a Mercedes S580. which costs over $150,000 for that car. And there were balloons on it. Isn't that cute? Wow, that's fun.
Don't forget the flowers.
And remember when, I don't know if I played this clip or not, but John goes, you think you could become a millionaire with no talent? Yes, John. I see examples of it every fucking day. Unfortunately, it happens. But yeah, they are into cars, apparently. He should keep his stories under 7 seconds, though.
Yeah.
They're better on TikTok.
TikTok is perfect for these two.
Yeah. That's probably why. All right, Lucy.
I have so much more dog content. So the dogs obviously hate Garik because he's an asshole to them.
Okay.
Their dogs have attacked him multiple times, including once where they bit off his lip. His dog bit off his lip.
Really?
Yes. So in my clip 12, we will get to learn about how he looked for his missing lip.
My lip is gone. Like, I was trying to look for that shit on the floor. I was like, where you at, bro? I think he ate that shit. I looked in his shit too, like the next day.
I looked on the floor for your lip.
We looked in his shit too, huh?
You did.
Yeah, so he's literally just pulling through shit to find his lip. Like, don't reattach it at that point, my dude.
Well, yeah, I mean, if it gets digested, it's not going to look like a lip anymore.
I don't think I would want that on my face.
Could you imagine? Like, why would it still look like a lip? It's like shit at that point. What do you think it's going to be? Is that a real story? Is that even a real thing?
That is a real. They talked about this for about 20 minutes. They told this
shit.
story.
Okay.
Yes. And again, not the only time that the dogs have attacked him. I did think it was interesting though. We talked about them fighting a little bit here on the show. They get into these little like tiffs with each other. Very cute, but very annoying for us. He, in the beginning of the episode that I checked out, like yanks her hair.
Oh.
Like very similar
Aaron
to
Jordana.
Versus
I
mean, that also, Elisa Jordana. But yeah, also like that. So that is my clip 15.
Okay. Well, that's not good.
Bro, babe, next week's episode, our first guest.
Which is like...
He gets excited like a toddler.
Yes.
It's like when a toddler...
It's Galen Dupree punching her friend.
Yeah, right.
He has no control over what his body is doing at any point. And in my clip 6, we will also get to see that because he asks Britney a question and then he fully leans over so that he can fart.
How many followers on Instagram did you have at this time?
I don't know. I really don't know.
I'm gassy.
No, you're constipated. Nah. That's crazy.
She farted on the one that I watched. It was the only time either one of them started laughing, and they had to explain it. Is they out of nowhere, she just starts laughing. He's like, "What did you fart?" She's like, "Yeah."
Hilarious.
Great.
So the most recent episode is about how their relationship used to be quite toxic, and it isn't anymore. And apparently, Garik is worried when Britney goes out because he's like, it's not safe for women out there. Someone's going to slip you a roofie, and bad things are going to happen. So when they were first dating, she was going out a lot and, of course, posting it on Instagram.
Oh my gosh.
Half the time.
If I go out to the mall or if I go anywhere in public, I usually will be with my sister-in-laws or I will be with Scar because
Boy!
I will usually be with Scar because fuck around and find out. He has a patch that says that.
Yeah.
He has
and
a
a
patch.
butthole that like stinks.
Babe, what is with you and butt right now? Like, can you stop?
Dude, you can't lie. Their farts are deadly.
Okay. Hey, low-key, if like...
We're on the subject of toxic, right?
Yeah, you know that guy no one knows that we're talking about? His farts stink. Pretty good stuff. Everyone can relate
Great
to that.
repellent.
I know a guy like that too. That's pretty funny. Okay, cool. So this is really the meat of this episode where they talk about, well, I don't want to spoil it. I'll let them advertise to us. This is a big announcement they have.
Ooh, speaking of toxic, we're dropping our brand Toxic Love.
Yes.
at the end of July. Just be prepared.
So the whole point of our drop for toxic love is basically what we are going to be what I am talking about right now, that me and Garik did have our toxic stage in our relationship. It was definitely in the beginning when we were probably like 4 months into our relationship.
When we first moved in. But no, not when we first moved in, but when I was sneaking in, kind of.
Yeah.
So they're dropping a product line at the end of July called Toxic Love that's about when the relationship sucked. Why? Why would you do that?
Also, what is the product line?
So I looked into it.
Why would you not immediately say the product?
Right. So I looked into it, and I think it just is shirts and apparel that says Toxic Love on it. But I need to know more about this, because why was it toxic? Why are you guys celebrating this?
We were a lot toxic right there. Because like she would go out and like she would post on her story, and I would see a bunch of people, random people in the back. I'll be like, "What are you doing?" I had trust issues because I've been cheated on and shit, and like it's not a good feeling. So me actually like committing to a relationship, I'm like, yo, in my head back then I'm a kid, so I'm like, yo, like she gotta be like, you know. I don't know. I tripped out. I was tripping out, but she wasn't doing anything. She was.
Yeah.
I don't know. You maybe posting to make me mad or something.
What?
To get me a little angry, because it was COVID back then, so I would play on my Warzone.
So he had trust issues because he was cheated on in the past, and now this is their brand that they're dropping. Yeah. I don't understand how this generation thinks.
True romance.
Like, why wouldn't you celebrate positive things with your brand rather than thinking back to the time that you had trusted? You thought that every Instagram story, every guy in the background is fucking your girlfriend.
Yeah. I have to lean into the fact that I'm a bad partner for you.
Yeah. So I'm still confused. What's the reason for Toxic Love, the brand that you're dropping? They answer that question here. Thank God.
But yes, that's the whole reason why we are dropping Toxic Love, is to show that there's a lot of battles that you go through in your relationship that I'm sure a lot of people know about, especially
These
being in a relationship.
Scars
You see, you're
don't
going
look like they fading. Don't look like they're ever gone away.
Babe, you're cutting me off.
Oh, sorry. That's a throwback.
My goodness. But yes, we have had our battles. We have had our fights. We have had our breaking points to the point where we almost have broken up many, many, many times.
Well, that's terrible. Yeah. I'm wildly confused by what they're doing here.
You know, it's a brand for people that see all the warning signs of why they shouldn't be together, but stay together anyway.
Yeah, just push through.
Yeah.
Well, we got the dog, so I guess we're stuck with each other.
We'll get divorced later. But for now, let's sell T-shirts.
Yes, right.
About something that sounds like a lube with battery acid in it for your enemies. I don't know why you would call it that, but good luck.
Let's find an example of one of these fights that they used to have, because they had these awful fights, and now they have a whole brand coming out based on it.
For example, if me and Garik fight because one day I start to see him slack off a bit, I'll put him in check, but sometimes he won't see it as me trying to put him in check. Sometimes he'll see it as like, okay, babe, you're trying to boss me around. And I tell him I'm not trying to boss you around. I know that you could be at the best. I know that you could be the best version of yourself. You're just not allowing yourself to do that. So that's what I'm here for. I'm here to uplift you and to make sure that you keep going, that our grind is still strong, and that you can do whatever you want as long as you keep your mind to it.
I can't tell if she's a nag or a motivational speaker.
Right. Yeah.
It's somewhere teetering in between.
I'm here to say that what you're doing isn't good enough, and you could do better. And it's my job to point out everything that you're doing wrong that's not to my satisfaction.
Right.
Yeah.
That sounds fun. Sounds like a healthy relationship. I'm glad they finally figured out, these two kids. All right, one more clip, and then I'll pass it back to you guys. Okay. But there's again, they go back to the reason why they're calling their new brand Toxic Love. I don't think they understand why they're doing it.
But that is the whole reason why we have created Toxic Love, is to basically show that if you have dealt with a stage in your relationship where it felt toxic or it was toxic, and you're now in a healthy state of the relationship, that's okay too.
Why not call it healthy state of the relationship? That'd be a better brand for this. But okay, so that doesn't make any sense to me. What she's about to spew is utter nonsense. See if you can make any sense of this.
I think that people like to try to tell other people, well, weren't you guys like this in the beginning? Or didn't you guys used to argue about this? Or didn't he do this?
We
or
argued
didn't
about
she
a
do
bunch of
this?
shit.
And people always have a comment that every relationship has its problems. Every relationship has its problems. Every relationship has its arguments. Every relationship has its little flaws that you either have to accept or you build with communication. And
the rocky roads, you got to be there for each other.
So just platitudes and utter nonsense. And this is like a couple that people celebrate on the internet. They can't get enough. We haven't even mentioned their brand is actually GnB.
Right.
That's what they have. You want to buy their clothes, if you want to find their TikToks and their social medias.
Yeah, it's their initials.
Right. It's Garik and Britney. So GnB is what they go by. And so that's like their entire identity is just them being a couple.
This does sound like she is talking about, in a roundabout general way, that she used to beat him. She used to punch him in his sleep, and they've overcome that now, and they've turned it into a T-shirt brand.
Interesting.
That was the toxic part. Now comes the love.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense because he's probably hung like a field mouse and she has giant tits.
Yeah.
So she's like, I'm probably going to be making the rules in this relationship. You're right. I'm sorry. I was out of line for a second there. My bad. All right. What else did you guys pick up on?
In my clip 6, this was maybe the only laugh that I got out of this. I had to rewind this 6 times to really get a handle on the way he pronounces this word.
Oh, boy.
And I don't know. I just found it amusing.
So the dealership was like kind of like, because he was mean to the girl, so they were trying to kick him out.
They knew that there was something wrong with him. They were like,
there was nothing so wrong with him. He was on drugs, you know. He was on something. We don't know what. Acid. I don't know.
Hilarious.
My clip 7, I drilled down on it to really get a handle of this.
He was on drugs.
So what are they watching? Opie Radio? Like, where are they learning their comedy from?
So what's happening?
What if I said it in a funny voice?
This story revolves around the fact that they were shopping for a car they couldn't afford and weren't going to buy. And this guy on drugs showed up and started carrying on in the dealership and got kicked out and then was carried out into the parking lot. And they had to call the cops and have this guy arrested.
Then why was he talking about vibing the whole fun? That's the exciting
wings.
part.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus fucking Christ. That there was a car. Yeah, I know. It's a dealership.
Yeah.
There's going to be cars there.
All right, let's try and get down to the meat and potatoes of this in clip 8.
The worker, the salesman, like stopped talking to him, and then he started cussing out everybody, like all the workers, like not even him. So he went to go unlock a door. I think it was a Lexus car. He went to go unlock the door for another customer, and then the guy put his juice down and like ran up on him like this, like ran up on the salesman like this, and the salesman took off his tie, and he's like, "What's up?" Like he started squaring up with him because
he was like, back up. He's like, back up.
The guy's like, "Why are you taking off your tie?" And he started chasing him.
That's when I came into the mix and I started to record.
Well, thank God a hero arrived to record it live on TikTok.
That's right.
What else am I supposed to do except go live?
Don't worry, I'll save you. We're live.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
And now you might
think Captain Hindsight.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Thanks.
And you might think this is where things start to get interesting, but you thought Garik's version of the story was boring. Britney is going to jump in and I apologize. This is about a minute long, but you're going to feel like you lived this whole day with that. It's going to feel like 24 hours lived in 1 minute.
I started recording, number one, for the safety of that worker. Nobody else was recording that I saw, so I was like, I'm gonna record just in case this man hits the worker.
Yep.
So that way, the man could press charges against him and like have proof of evidence.
Yep.
And then once he started to say things about Mexicans, that's also when I started recording because I was just like,
Wait, Andy was there? What the fuck?
This is crazy. Like, these men and women work at this place. It was like pretty much nothing but Mexicans working. And they go into work and literally get harassed by a guy who's having like a psychiatric breakdown or something. I don't know. But he started saying terrible things about Mexicans to the salesman, and it's just like, dude, like, these people are just trying to work. Like, this shit is mad annoying.
He was trying to pull the racist card.
It was the fact that
dealership too.
Yeah, it was the fact that like the cops literally took forever to come. Like, it had to get to the point that it was at, and the cops still like didn't even fucking come. Like, they took forever until I got on the phone and I fucking called them, and they're like, okay, there's one around the corner, bye.
Andy, what did you just say?
Exactly.
I started checking my email.
If this sounds like you're putting a 5-year-old to bed and she's telling you about the field trip that she went on this day to the car sale dealership, and it's good story, sweetie. You really showed the cops who's boss.
And then My Little Pony made a friend with another pony, and then they went and had magical times together. Like, all right, you're very wound up. I know it's exciting.
All right, just to wrap this up real quick. There were a few clips of the actual incident, show don't tell. So it was just like a grand total of 20 seconds of what actually happened. Okay. And it's still, I mean, in a sea of boring story, it's still fucking boring.
Is this 11?
Yeah, I'm sorry, yes.
What's something? On my own, 4 or 5 employees, salesmen, come in between us and are holding us back. Like, right, bro, I took my shit off, my jacket, and then right when I took my jacket, he rushed. Like, he rushed around trying to hit me.
Stupid motherfucker. Dumbass bitch.
All right. Yeah, I mean, could have just showed that.
Yeah.
So she is a dumbass bitch.
Yeah. So the 2 guys that are about stuttering John Height didn't actually get in a fight. That's its story.
Yeah. Go figure.
And this is the most interesting thing I could find on the feed of this show.
You're trying to find things that are interesting? Andy, what have we talked about? All right, Luz, I know you have a lot of clips.
Yes.
I don't want to belabor this too much.
What we're going to do is I'm going to show you the moment where they really, really lost me. There were a lot of bad moments, but we'll talk about the moment that they really, really lost me, and then I'm going to show you what I was hopeful would be their comeback.
Great.
So we're going to talk about in clip 5, they are dog owners. They also used to have cats. Britney's cat was peeing all over her house because, again, they're shitty pet owners, and she was getting sick from that.
Yeah.
I got COVID and pneumonia, and wait, is that what it's called? No, it's not. What is it called? It's basically, it is pneumonia. Pneumonia isn't cat pee, but I got, what's it called?
Oh, gee. This is the thing, dude. People are so stupid.
Ammonia.
Yes.
I just figured it out. I was like, what? I thought you were talking about toxic plasmosis, and I was like,
I'd like to see how
ammonia.
they fare on the sea best.
Yeah, right. I don't think they would pass the sea best.
So that was like the moment where I was really like, okay, there's no redeeming qualities whatsoever. But in my clip, we're going to do 8 and 9. We'll start with clip 8. We are going to see if they can redeem themselves. I was so hopeful. I was really rooting for these dumb kids. Again, this episode was all about their dogs. So this is going to be a video where they are talking about when they went to get their first dog.
So if you guys want to go see that, getting our first puppy, it's on our GnB YouTube. You got to scroll all the way down.
And you can see how Scar is.
Or we'll put it at the end of today's video.
Yeah.
On this episode.
Yeah.
So first of all, I was like, you are going to make me go onto another YouTube channel. Then you're going to make me scroll all the way down trying to find this. And then they were like, we're going to put it at the end of today's video. And I was like, great job, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate
This is wonderful. It's going to be so
little post-production.
They do almost no post-production.
Yeah,
so I was
like,
that's
cool.
That's an easy post-production thing to do. Just got to throw a video clip at the end of your show.
Cool.
Super easy.
Looking forward to it.
In clip 9, we'll find out if they can keep their commitment.
Let us know if you guys want any other dog stories like Garik said, and we'll catch you later. Peace.
Okay, bye, Nigel. Give him kush.
They couldn't do the one thing.
If only the dog bit his other lip there.
Yeah, I know. That's pretty cavalier around dogs all of a sudden.
I think that there will be many more dog attacks against him in the near future, and I can't wait for the divorce episode. So
Also good. This dude sucks.
They both suck. They're both so annoying. So there was a clickbait. I probably shouldn't set it up this way. There's a video they put out on TikTok called "We Broke Up,"
Oh no.
and this has a ton of views, and so I wanted to show this to you guys.
Hey guys, I know you saw the title of today's video. I just really wish it weren't true. I know that this is something that you guys are.
How quick is every YouTuber and TikToker sliding into her DMs when they see the title of this fucking thing?
Obviously are gonna be talking about for a while. I'm really sorry to let some of you guys down. The title of today's video is true. I hope you guys just don't hate us. I hope you guys don't hate me for making this decision, you know.
So we're going to talk about it a little bit. Erin Imholt's been trying to cry at a show for the last 3 weeks. She actually mustered up some real tears there. So she might be the talented one. She can actually cry on...
Oh, she's obviously the talented one. This is the smartest decision she ever made if it's actually true.
Let me scrub through.
I'm not buying it.
Let me scrub through a little bit.
Yeah, this is a fucking prank. I'm coming back better than ever. Yeah, you guys thought. You guys thought. Yeah, you guys thought the last video was good? Nah. No.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Good stuff.
When does it get good?
All right. In the very beginning of the most recent episode, our boy Garik is making Hawk Tuah references. And Britney is very confused by this, which I'm surprised because they both live their lives online. I know. So I spliced together these two things happen right next to each other pretty much. I just cut a little bit of it out.
Also, you guys, please do not mind that, like, Weenie Bo BB is chewing on his, well, no, he's deep throating.
I thought you were going to say, to spit on that shit.
What? Why would I say that? Who says that?
I don't know why I said that.
Be still seeing me and Garik with no guest. Yeah.
I think a guest would just be like random, huh?
What?
Like, to spit on your ass.
What are you saying right now?
I think a guest should be spontaneous, like, you know?
Okay. What are you saying about the spit on your ass? What is that?
You don't understand, babe.
I don't.
I think my TikTok's like 2 weeks ahead of yours.
I don't. Can you just explain it?
It's that one trend.
What?
Some girl saying it, I think.
I've never seen that.
Great stuff.
Yeah.